Hey, what's going on, guys? It's On Media Life, and I am back. I did go on a little hiatus, and that's fine. Sometimes life gives you twists and turns, and you just gotta roll with it and keep your faith. Now, I kind of want to get straight into this video. I'm bringing you all another Sigil Kult video. This video, I wanted to share a phone call that I had with a family member of Pl8yboi back in April, and he wanted to share a bit more about what happened, and he wanted to share a little bit more of the behind the scenes of Sigil Kult and what has been going on. I want to release this video and this phone call for the Reddit page because a lot of people have been asking questions and have been, questioning about the incident. So I'm going to go ahead and release this phone call. And I believe today I'm going to give you guys an update on the Reddit page because a lot of things have been happening. But yeah, you guys take a listen. And yeah, I hope you guys stick around. Since I've been gone, there's been like a lot of rehashed videos from creators that have been getting released. I feel like I've been doing the best I can with giving a deep dive for you guys and everything that's been going on. Also, apparently, the Ruben Cloud Instagram page is gone. The Sigil Cult page is gone. I've been seeing that Salvi June has been running around houses or like he's been shooting with cameramen and reminiscing on old events that the whole group has gone into in the past. But I want to get straight into this video. Y'all know how I roll. Let's not waste time and let's go.
Niggas. One of them, the new one, he was pussy. We chased him all the way from Louisiana and Jackson in a car, mind you. They was in a whip too. It was in a white Honda to Koreatown, and they crashed. Let him go. Then I told Playboy, I said, "Hey, let's stop this bullshit. Let's just go on the middle. That I can't go." I said, "Brother, I know a spot with the Jewish community, bro, because we have family that are Jewish, gang. Like, we're part Jewish, gang. Like, my great granny was Jewish, gang. Like, I know this shit, gang. Like, I know a spot where you can go. That shit is bullshit." He was like, "All right now, but I want to go here first. Let me go get some gas." So we pull up to the 76. Now, mind you, through all this shit's going on through the situation, I'm thinking we're going to the studio. From the time he picked me up from there, and I'm standing on it because that's really what I thought, right? Every information afterwards behind the scene from his death, I learned it from the streets. And it's dark. Now, we get to the 76, we pump gas. Playboy is adjusting his nose piercing. But I looked in the stash, and I said, "Hey, brother, when have you start doing ketamine? I know you do coke, I know you smoke weed, and you stop sipping lean. When the fuck, when the fuck did you do this?" I pressed him, actually, and I'm in the back seat. I press him. This is my blood cousin. I press him. Tough, like, nigga, I don't play that shit, guys. It's like, what's wrong with you? Real spill. And it was like, "Oh, I'm just adjusting my piercing," in David's low voice. So from that point, we get to the spot. We don't even park near the house. We literally park on the other side of the street. I'm on my phone. I'm thinking we're going straight. We get to the apartment on June Street at 12 something. No, we get at June Street around 11:45. No, 12 something, 12:15. Okay, 12:15. And we hit the back gate from the house of Oso, or Brandon Miller, because you know how even my name, my real name, I don't even know how the fuck that even got there. I told the police officer, my name is Jake. Birthday February 6th, year 1997. Bro, I gave him all fake names. Bro, I was born in year 1999. I'm 27. Playboy died at 28. In my arms. In my arms, man. I lost my cousin in my arms. And on top of it, right? It's more darker than what it is because Ed got them have Jewish friends. My A&R just put me on 300 Entertainment. I have a distribution deal with them. I'm still independent, but I got a distribution. They're putting me in their catalog. Do you see how all this shit is going down? All right, let's break it down even more. Ruben Cloud, he's a devil worshiper. The security guard knew he was a devil worshiper. On the scene where he was talking about, because I see he tried to add his little intake and just skip the whole subject. what happened was through the scene when Pl8yboi passed away, when there was blood and caution signs around us, and I was in his car in the passenger seat, avoiding all the DAs and shit. I called him. I personally called him. I said, "Hey, bro, you think my family not in the industry game? You think I wasn't born for this? Like Kobe wanted to play basketball? I'm not even an industry plant. And just found out I'm actually an industry plant without just finding out one. But I genuinely wanted to do music, bro." He was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "You know where I'm at right now, right?" He's like, "Oh, your boy house right here behind June Street, right? In the green apartments, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right." Guess what happened? It was supposed to be a fade. Your pussy ass nigga shot at me and Pl8yboi, and y'all both missed. And the only reason why he's dead is because he ran into the bullets. He was full-fledged running on the scene with the bullet intact of his body.
Wow.
And these are all facts. These are all facts from the real source. Not no media, not no if fans now it gets darker, right? Ruben Cloud is a devil worshiper. I asked the security guard, I said, "Hey, bro, you think I don't know what conjure you conjured? I did my own digging, bro. You think I'm scared to go dig into different religions and actually pay attention?" I said, "Why are you summoning the fly god, nigga?" He's like, "My bad, bro." Fuck your bad, nigga. Pilliam was there. His bitch ass could have stopped the situation. Now everybody's trying to see I'm a rat and I'm never going to snitch. I'm never going to testify. They sent me the paperwork. I ripped that shit up the same day they gave this. I seen that shit. I don't even know how my name was in the report. Then I called Six, also his brother. I checked him. I said, "Hey, you know what y'all did, right?" He was like, "Yeah, bro. Let me get your intake. Why did y'all have to get to this point if you knew it was going to be a fake?" He said, "Pl8yboi was talking greasy." I said, "But that's Pl8yboi. He's not a gang member. If you're an honest civilian, you're going to talk crazy regardless. You shouldn't be taking this shit serious." I asked him, "Are you guys gang members? Who are you guys? Where are you guys from? Do you guys gang bang? Who are you? What type of intellect? You got quiet." And I'm like, "Okay, check this out. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you guys is." And quiet as it kept, one of y'all gonna die. And I don't give a fuck who knows. I don't give a fuck if the judge knows. Because what y'all did is so horrendous, evil. It could have been a fade, and nobody would have been in jail. I told Six, I said, "Your brother would be out of jail. He probably would have got asked for sure. But he got out of jail. He wouldn't have been there. He would sleep at home with a busted lip and a bruised face and whatever. Home." And I told him, I said, "I'm not truthfully mad at you because I'm going to tell you I'm a reasonable man." I said, "I feel sympathy for you because you lost your brother. And I know you got to take care of your mama. I know your mama lives in that building. I also know that he had a kid, he had a baby mama. His daddy died in jail, and he's going to die just like he is. And on top of that, you guys don't even know how I know. It's really like that. And what's really scaring me is, bro, not even scaring me, what's really furiousing me is who is giving these niggas a platform? That's what's pissing me off because people are playing dangerous games and somebody's really going to die, bro. And I don't care if you're tapped in with the Jewish people or not. I'm dead ass. I'm full 100% serious on what I say about this. This is really like a warning. When they ran, bro, this is what happened because I called Salvi June's AI manager. Before we even get to that, how me and Savvy even got together was basically I had a headlining show in downtown on 33rd and Hill, and my A&R was before he was my A&R completely. He didn't even book me. I was there for another artist. I was trying to smack cheeks. Just a fine ass artist, Leah Lones from Long Beach. I tried to smack her, get her a little insight, whatever. You feel me? But I was there for her, paid her way in to get to the door for her to perform, and Salvi didn't pull up. And I went to Salvi and I told him, I said, "Hey, bro, I really fuck what you do. I'm not like bandwagoning, bro. I watched your interview. Like I lost my auntie at 13 when I was locked up at 12 in jail in Texas, gang. I was already a criminal in the state, gang. In this state of California. My name, it rings bells in the street. So for you to really be bold and make something off of that, bro, I commend you for it, brother. That's a real mind fuck. And I commend you for it. You know, when he was in jail through the music, he went to music jail, and his AI manager was telling me he went to the hospital in jail. Called him afterwards. I said, "Are you okay?" He was like, "What happened?" He was like, "What you think? What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, In my brain, bro, I'm an Aquarius, bro. In my brain, these are the three things that happen in jail. Either you have to fight somebody, you got stabbed up, either you fought with a police officer, or you got raped. Or you try to commit suicide. And you got the yellow jacket. You choose. But I don't care which one it is. I hope it's not the rape part, but I literally hope out of that, it's literally 3. Dude, I hope it's literally 3. And he was like, no, I just got into it with the police. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And he thought it was 5150 type shit. He was like, yeah. I'm like, makes sense. Cool. Because I broke it down with him. He told me he felt bad and this, that, and the third. But now, right? Salvi knows now the scenario for real. But I talked to him. And he literally said, out of these words, I think they're trying to sacrifice me.
Salvi said that?
Yeah. Bro, I'm Michael Jackson's great cousin, gang. I'm Albie Shore's great cousin, gang. I don't rap cap about this shit. I can fact check everything, nigga. These niggas were butlers before they became covers. Facts. I'm talking maiden names. You feel me? For real, I know the sauce. When Pl8yboi was in me, because Maurice, his old manager, is Albie Shore Jr.'s best friend. That's like my cousin. You feel me? Albie Shore is my blood cousin. When I went into the studio with them and he called him, I was talking about this nigga. I just found all this shit around. My grandma said don't be big head. I always wanted to figure out who's family related. I'm not. I'm so talented, bro. I don't know who this, that, and the third. And I found out. And then when I talked to Albie Shore Jr. on the phone, I said, yeah, you're my cousin. He looked at me and said, what do you look like? Are you a clone or something? I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm your great cousin. Old ass nigga. You're like 30-something, right? He was like, yeah, I'm your great cousin, bro. He was like, how does that work? I said, bro, your daddy had siblings, nigga, and nigga, his daddy had siblings. And out of that sibling litter, my grandma, Great Elizabeth, was part of that sibling litter. She was either one of the few elders out of that group. And he was like, oh shit, I've heard of that name before. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, even crazier, bro. My auntie Tina, who passed away from Inglewood family, bro, she was out there in Pittsburgh with your daddy. I'll be sure with my great grandma Elizabeth Finley at my mom's seat. So that's why all this news is really tying together. You know what I mean? But Pl8yboi is a genuine nigga, bro. He just brought so many people from Sun. He's that type of guy. If he didn't do music, he had the power to be on some A&R and rap somebody. He's a genuine person, bro. He wasn't a gang member. It was a real. He was turned up. He was turned. He was no bitch. He was not. If he rapped about whooping ass, oh, I seen it firsthand. He stand on it. You feel me? But like I said, also when they went to the scene, also didn't even want to motherfucking shoot at cuz. He wanted to shoot at me. Great.
So did Pl8yboi have any actual beef with the Sigil Kult members, or because I heard online that he made posts before, like, excuse me, man, I'm trying to find my words. Like I saw a post online that Pl8yboi had a video previously of Egg God like beaten up, like he beat up Egg God and
the security guard, yeah, was asked out. All right, so let me break that down. Okay, so Pl8yboi basically rented an Airbnb for them. In the group messages before we even clicked up and ran up each other again for the last time, he told me out of words, I'll try to make peace and do right with them. I try to get the studio time, try to give them somewhere to stay for a bit, crash the crib, pay for it. And one of them accused my girl of stealing, and I fight. And alright, you know me, I don't steal. I'm like, nigga, if I get money, I'm like, yeah, I know your background. I know I don't even have to say nothing about your family. You're set. Go fund me. That's a joke. Like, you're real, nigga. But yeah, like, that's really what happened. Literally, like, it might sound retarded, but literally, like, I'm like, that's the best way. This is coming from, like, when I mean retarded, this is coming from a special ed nigga, bro. Like, bro, hey, true still, real retarded, bro. They literally fought each other because the Egg God's bitch stole or accused her Pl8yboi girl from stealing or whatever the case, and they got into a brawl. But beforehand, obviously, they're back beefing back at it because of, and I don't want to say Tricky was a part of it, but by affiliation he is, by default. Because in 2020, because all this shit started 2 years ago, 2024. right? The reason why him and Trippy got into it, I think, was because of a bitch. And a lot of music behind the scenes. But, right, something like this, right? I know he had nothing to do with it, but he had a little bit of part of it because he signed Oso and Six at one point in time, and he dropped him around 2022 to 2023. Right? Okay.
Right.
Now, alright, Brandon Miller was the one that killed Playboy. But by default, I don't really call that shit a problem. Because Playboy literally ran into the bullet. I literally told him to go left. If he went left, he'd be living. He would have got raised. It wouldn't even be no crazy. He would have just got raised.
Damn.
Yeah. Swear to God. Like.
So I guess now we can go down the Reddit page and see what's been happening. I know I was gone for a while, but you guys can always find me on Media Life and on Media Life 2 on Instagram. I try to make content, and I interview artists whenever I can. If you guys are interested in networking, send me a DM, and I'd love to work with y'all. So let's get into the Reddit and let's see what's been happening. Right away, we can see that Salvi June. It looks like he opened a new Instagram account. He's sitting at 2,900 followers. I'm sure there's a possibility that that is gonna stack up rather soon because you know him. He's gonna post old clips, and he's gonna try to use that shock content to get you guys back in. And the fans of Sigil Kult, they love that. I wouldn't be surprised if everything shoots back up. But another thing that's been of my concern is Crazy. She looks like she's not doing too well, and we see here in this image that it looks like she has some kind of mark on her wrist, and it's not looking too good. And we see her kid in the background, and other than that, it's just really sad. I honestly do not know what to say. But we can see also that she's casting spells and asking for a witch. And I believe that's right after the day that supposedly she got robbed. Apparently Crazy got her van stolen and some of her belongings, and she lost the key to her shelter. The person who stole from Crazy, it looks like he goes by the name Johnny, and he took her van, he blocked her, and he took all of her things. And honestly, this is just crazy. I mean, what other word would you use? But it's just kind of wild because right after that, she's making posts about asking for witches, and it looks like she might be self-harming herself, or these might be the after effects of drug use. So we're not too sure. Also, I've been seeing posts of Egg God and Perky still together actually, and somebody made a post about one of her fingers looking weird. I don't know. Let's just continue on. We also have Litzy here, and it looks like she's kind of on the demonic wave. A lot of people are concerned for the members of Sigil Kult. It looks like everybody has separated. They want their own ways. And since then, it looks like Salvi June is doing his own thing. Along with Ruben, we're not too sure where he went. Apparently his account disappeared, but we'll try to go find that post now. I'm sure he does still run an account. Like, Ruben has an account out there. We also see this post that somebody made about this girl in Ruben, and I believe she's actually in a relationship with that one guy with the red dreads. Honestly, it looks like she just, hangs around them for the clout and for the photos. I don't really think she's in it for the thrill. I mean, I do believe she is, doing illegal substances with them. That's the only reason that some of these members get along with each other. You have something of mine, and I have something I can do for you. We're here now. Sigil Kult, And then we also have a post from 20 days ago. Some people saw that Egg God was drunk in the street.
Hey.
I mean, it's just Egg God. Egg God just hanging out. That's what Egg God does. This is nothing new. People are asking, where did Egg God go? I actually did come across an Instagram page of his, and he looks like he's actually doing decent. He's just posting mukbangs and him hanging out. He's still actually working on music. And I will say, it looks like Egg God is at least in a better environment or is being taken care of. I'm not saying Egg God is doing any better than Mark Zuckerberg. I'm just saying, like, You know, he just looks like he's in a better place. And we have a post here that is saying that the murder investigation with Playboy is getting a lot more serious. And people have been assuming that this is the reason why Ruben disappeared from Instagram. There's been word out there that apparently a case is being built up. This person is saying, I've seen a couple people associated with Sigil Kult delete their social media. They're looking at 25 to life. It really shows you who your friends are. We have people down here saying that the hype is dead anyway, the story is done. They should have been streaming every day. And I do agree with that. I believe that they should have figured out some kind of streaming platform that they could have chosen to stream their everyday life. Kick might have done it for them, but the problem is that Kick's terms of agreements and the rules, it's been getting a lot stricter. So, they couldn't go on there and, do the substances that they do or the whippets. At most, they'd be allowed to vape, smoke blunts, joints, drink. Kick is also very concerned for everybody's safety. They don't want to see people on there hurting themselves, getting wild, disturbing the public. So I don't think that that would have lasted long either. I'm sure there's some kind of streaming platform out there that they could get away with all of this with, and people would have followed them. Another user right here has commented, it was only a matter of time before they got caught. Playboy had a much bigger following and an actual music career. And looking through his page, people were pushing for justice for him. The only reason why we haven't heard anything is because investigators take a while, but by the end of the year, I'm sure they will be arrested. At least one of the members, probably Ruben, with the ties to the death that he has. And knowing Ruben, he's a pussy, so he'll probably start snitching on everyone to get less time. He really is the low of the lows and will stop at nothing for his own gain. Damn. So this is not looking too good. It looks like people are now are giving this attention. And people have been suspecting that Ruben or Sigil Cult members are on the Reddit page under burner accounts responding, because this username right here, Tiny Consequence, does not make any sense, and he's claiming that people are just making shit up, and OP's sticking to his gun. He's like, no, this shit is serious. And I mean, you guys can go back to one of my previous videos. I interviewed Playboy's cousin, and he's saying that this is serious. There are also videos or photos out there with Playboy's cousin taking pictures with members of Sigil Cult. Does not take a lot of time. People are lazy and don't want to do their homework. But this does seem serious, and you guys just heard the phone call that I had with that family member, and I believe, the family is looking for justice. This is a serious matter at the end of the day, and yeah. There's also this guy, Aiden London, on YouTube about 3 weeks ago. He dropped this video with Salvi June, and it looks like this is what Salvi June's been doing. He's been hanging out in studios or home studios, and it looks like he's reminiscing on the old times when he first went out to LA and when Sigil Cult first started. And this video is just him, reminiscing kind of it. He's like, this is the part. This is the part right here. This is when you came in. Yeah. And I mean, this is just only 4 months ago. You know, I mean, I hate to say it, but it can still happen. I don't know, but it was just funny seeing Salvi sitting there like watching it like this is 10 years ago that this happened. You know, like, dude, this happened this year. Like, but anyways, you can visit this YouTube page, and this guy, he's been dropping videos. It looks like he's still hanging around Egg God and everything. He has a video with Egg God and Perky. He has some videos of him hanging out with Egg God. And yeah, the YouTube page is Aiden London. And oddly, he turned off his comments. And I think the reason for that is because he doesn't want to hear any of the lore surrounding these guys. He does not want to face the truth. And this looks to be about it, y'all. I mean, they're still out there doing their thing. More importantly, I wanted to share with y'all that phone call. And I will leave you guys with that. And, justice for Playboy. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think. If you are an artist and you guys want to network, you want an interview, let me know. Just DM me on my main account on Media Life. And yeah, my DMs are open. We can talk. But yeah, what do you guys think about this? And how do you guys feel about the phone call? Let me know. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. Love you all. Hit me up anytime. Leave a comment down below for video suggestions. I appreciate it. Thank you.